All right. I want to show y'all a little bit about my stand system, how I roll. Now, this is what I use for the platform. Is an old Loc-on that I've modified. And what I did, I just basically took the seat off because I'm using an Anderson tree sling instead of a seat, and I face the tree a lot of times. And that's how the stand hangs. Some of the modifications I've done to it, I've got a rope on it, and it actually came with a rope. Back in the day, you used to could order them with a rope or a chain. I always liked the rope, and this is a new rope. I've got a bigger roll of poly hollow braided ski rope in I think it's 5/8 or 3/4 inch size, and the way it works, it just slips inside itself. This is the way you adjust it. Pull it down like that, and you make it shorter or longer. And the way you carry it, it's pretty simple. The way you carry it, you just use, like what I do, I added this piece of Velcro right here. It keeps the stand really secure and shut, and it's not flopping and bouncing on my back and making noise when I go in. You just put the stand, it's got a little hook right here. And when I get up the tree, I free climb with gaffs most of the time. Sometimes I use climbing sticks or whatever, but I'm hanging on with one hand. I just reach over with the other hand, and I pop the stand loose, bring it around, and I'll pin it against the tree between my body and the tree, and hold on. I take the other hand and I flip. I turn it like this, and then I'm hanging on. Granted, I'm hanging on. I got the stand pinned against the tree, so I'm not having to hang on to it with the other hand like that. And I work this around the tree and hook it up right here. And then when you tighten the rope real tight onto the tree like this, it'll bite when you bring it up like this, because the leverage between here and here, it takes up more space when you pull it out, and it tightens the rope. And I'll just pull a little Velcro out, and I'm bringing this up. I'll bring this down like this. It used to have a brace from here to here, 2 braces. I took those off because I found it, once the stand's really secure, you can get out on this end and dance a jig and it won't kick up. And I rarely ever put all my weight out on the end anyway. There's always, most of the time I'm standing in this portion to about this pivot point. So I'm not really at risk of it kicking up. And some of the modifications I did to it on the back to keep it from kicking up is I added these bolts, and I sharpened them up real sharp, and got a good flat spot. It sticks in the tree real good, and won't allow it to kick up. Now the other Loc-ons, they just got an angle iron just like this, and I do them just as I did this. I saw some little teeth in the angle iron, makes it bite the tree better. And that's basically all I did. I got this little adjustment rope here so I can level the bottom. If I'm up a tree that's leaning back, I can bring it up a little higher. And you know, when I'm sitting in my saddle, most of the time I'm facing the tree, but I can turn around and sit on this. I padded this a little bit where I can sit on that. And what I like about the Loc-ons over most of the other stands that were made similar to this, they had cables right here. They were just made different. Well, these metal braces here, these aluminum braces, you can put your feet in between here and press your legs against here, and you're real stable. I've been up some pine trees before on windy days where the stand was blowing back and forth 5 or 6 feet, and I'm just up there whipping, and I got my legs braced here. And that was back in the day. I didn't even tie off. I'd be up there just rocking with the wind, wouldn't be tied off. But I tie off now. I'm not as I don't bounce as good as I used to. I fell out a couple of times, but it didn't hurt me. But anyway, that's about all I got on the tree stand. That's the way I roll. I hunt that stand right there 90% of the time. You see me, I'm gonna be hunting out of that one stand. I've got about 4 Loc-ons. That's my favorite. It's the I think that's a Spirit. And but anyway, that's all I got on that. And I need to get out, if it wasn't so hot, I'd get out there and make a little climb, show you how I climb. I can gaff up the tree. I saw a guy doing his little peckerwood drill the other day, and before he could get screwed in and get one bolt in and with his peckerwood, I could have been 25 feet and hung. I mean, literally, he had about 10 more bolts to go, and I would have been hung and standing in my stand before he got done drilling one bolt hole. Because I just hit the ground. It's not even like, you know, I hit a tree. It's like I just walking up a hill. I hit the tree and just walk right up it. I can be 25 foot. I mean, you've seen the guys on them competitions where they just run up the tree. I'm not that fast, but I'm pretty darn fast.